Do you think in terms of your looks, are you perfect?
Yeah, God made me perfect. People get surgery to have my features.
As a straight man, I have to say, she looks average at best.
People get surgery to have lips like mine. People get surgery to have boobs like mine. People get surgery to have a cheekbones that I have. They get implants in their faces. Like, I was blessed with beauty.
No. Girls get surgery to look like Barbie dolls. Now, I recommend you to go to like a shop with children's toys, and there you can find some Barbie dolls and realize that they don't look anywhere close to the way you look.
Are there any men above your league looks-wise?
No.
There's no men that
No,
you
I could get
would
any
look-
man. Any
could get
level of attractive man.
Okay, so the reason why I am making this video is not necessarily to hate on her. It is because this is how I used to act and how I used to think. I used to think for like almost 10 years at this point that I was this attractive, perfect man and that I could get any girl, any woman. There was no girl out there that was out of my league, and that the girls that rejected me, they were stupid because I am still objectively attractive and all men aspired to look like me and all women aspired to be together with someone like me. And I even said that in some of my older videos, which you now can find under a playlist on my channel.
If you think I look ugly right here, I don't look like this in real life. I am really attractive in real life.
This video was titled, I was called a nerd, but in reality I am a Chad. And you might look at me and think, this guy is not a Chad. Why does this guy think he is a Chad? The reason why you don't think I am a Chad is because the Chad within me hasn't really been awoken yet.
I think I'm a 9 out of 10. And the only reason why I don't say I'm a 10 out of 10 is because I believe there is always room for improvement. I am sure there are beautiful women out there who are, as I speak, fantasizing about being with me. When people say that today's dating is difficult because modern women are entitled and they have high requirements and they think 80% of all men are ugly, that doesn't intimidate me. Because I don't think I am one of those 80% of men. I think I am one of those 20% men who are actually good looking. And the girls that don't think I am good looking, the girls that reject me, they are missing out on a great deal. Those girls who don't find me attractive and who reject me or ghost me, they are making a huge mistake by doing that. Now, they are allowed to make that mistake. They are allowed to do so. It's their choice, it's their consequences. Imagine having the gall to say all of that while having a fucking neck beard. Needless to say, I got a lot of backlash for those videos. I got a lot of criticism telling me that I am not that good looking. And what do you think my reaction was? It was, of course, oh, they are just haters, they are just trolls, I don't care, I don't listen to them, la 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 la, I'm still attractive, I am still a 10 out of 10, or at least a 9 out of 10, or whatever it was I called myself. But deep down, I was confused. I was like, okay, if I really am this attractive, if I really am this woman's dream, why do I keep getting brutally rejected by every girl I show interest in? Why do I keep getting no results on dating apps and stuff like that? And eventually I was forced to start thinking, perhaps those haters, those internet trolls, are not trying to actively hate on me. They are actually trying to help me. They are trying to guide me. And so eventually I had to humble myself down and realize that
I am not that attractive and that I have to work on myself before I can be considered attractive enough. So right now I am on a looks maxing journey, and at the moment I am focusing on losing weight so that my face will appear less puffy if it doesn't already do that. I'm kind of trying to diet right now. I'm also going to the gym, so I have built muscle, but now I have to lose fat in order to make my muscle more visible, the muscles that I have built. And so, yeah, let's keep watching for a while.
Any man? Like male models?
I've dated male models.
So something I had to realize as an autistic man is that not every pretty girl that smiles at you is attracted to you or is into you or is obsessed over you. Just because you have an army of beautiful girls smiling at you does not mean that all of a sudden you are this omnipotent god that has power over all those girls. And the reason why I am saying all this is because modern women actually are quite similar to autistic men. What modern women have to hear is that not every man that has sex with you is attracted to you or obsessed over you and stuff like that. A lot of the so-called male models are more interested in the very act of sex rather than the person that they are having the act with, if that makes sense.
Are there adjectives you would outright use to describe yourself?
I glow. I'm radiant. And people see me as that.
When you walk down the street, do they turn as you walk by?
Yeah,
All of them?
a lot of them. It makes my friends uncomfortable how many people stare at me.
Tell me a woman who's like a celebrity who we can Google who you think is a 10. A
Kylie
woman.
Jenner. Perfect.
Is she your looks match though?
Oh, well, I mean, she gets surgery to have my features.
Okay, so this video is quite hard to watch, but not for the reasons you might think. The reason why it is so hard to watch is because it reminds me so much of myself, at least my former self. Like, if you asked my 16-year-old self, like, what adjectives he would use to describe himself, I would have said, like, oh, handsome, attractive, charismatic, omnipotent god, powerful, all those kinds of stuff. And I think the big problem here is not this specific woman or any specific people. I think the main problem is society. Because it is this society that conditions our generation into becoming people like her or people like me, myself, a few years ago. And that is because our society confuses self-worth with attraction and attractiveness. A lot of people, they are conditioned in order to confuse being good the way they are, being amazing, being perfect the way they are, being created in God's image, all of that, with being attractive. What we need to tell our generation is this. Hey, you are not attractive. You are not a 10 out of 10, bro. But that's okay. Your worth is not based on that. You are good in other areas of life. You are intelligent, you are kind, but you're not a 10 out of 10 looks-wise. You're a 10 out of 10 in other aspects of life, but not looks-wise. If we had the balls to say that to people in our society, then we wouldn't be seeing any of this. But what we instead do is we are like oh, you are attractive the way you are. You go, girl. You're a queen. You're a 10 out of 10. And then a lot of modern women like her, they hear this, oh, I am perfect the way I am. And they translate that in their minds as them being a 10 out of 10 looks-wise. And this is the, trap that I have myself fallen into as a man. Well, as an autistic man, but nonetheless. Instead, we need to start saying, yeah, you go, girl. You're a queen, but you're not a 10 out of 10. You're not attractive, but you're still a queen in other areas of life. You're a king, you're a queen, but you're not a 10 out of 10. We need to start being honest with people. Like, hey, yo, you're good in this, and that, but you're not good in this, and that. And I'm just giving you realistic expectations. I'm just telling you the way it is. But instead, we are such pussies. And so we just go, oh, you are attractive. Don't worry about the people who reject you. They are idiots. You're a 10 out of 10. You are exactly the perfect person that other people aspire to become. Yeah, other people aspire to become like you, but in what? In what context? Oh, they want to look like me. No, you're average looking at best. When other people aspire to be like you, maybe they want some other areas that you are good at. Maybe you are good at science. They want to be as good at science as you. But they don't want to look like you because you look average. They want to look, like I said, like Barbie dolls. And so we as a society, as a collective society, we need to grow a pair of balls. Like, we need to start having courage to be more brutally honest with other people and not be such pussies that we confuse being okay the way you are, being created in God's image and all of that kind of stuff with being a 10 out of 10 looks-wise. Because the reality is that you can be an amazing person, but that still doesn't mean that you're a 10 out of 10 and that the Chad that you are dreaming of that is like 6 feet, makes 6 figures and packs 6 inches down there will want to date you, or he might date you like she said, but it doesn't mean that he will be obsessed over you. He will probably be obsessed over Barbie dolls, like I said, and I'm saying this because we need to be more realistic in our society, and I hope that my message can get across to as many people as possible.